Welcome to Movie Mini Recaps. Today we explain an action sci-fi movie Iron Man 3 from 2013. So let's go sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie. Tony Stark meets scientist Maya Hansen, the creator of the Extremis experimental regenerative therapy, at a New Year's Eve celebration in 1999. Extremis enables rehabilitation from disabling injuries. Aldrich Killian, a disabled scientist,
Aldrich Killian, I'm a big fan of your work.
My work?
Who is it?
offers them a position in advanced idea mechanics, but Stark turns his offer down.
I see that because it's on your t-shirt.
Due to his experiences during the alien invasion and ensuing combat, Stark developed post-traumatic stress disorder in December 2012, 7 months after the Battle of New York, and he frequently has panic and anxiety attacks. To deal with his restlessness, Tony has constructed a large number of brand new Iron Man outfits, which has upset his love pepper pots.
Because you moved in, which is great. I love you, I'm lucky.
Intelligence authorities are perplexed by a spate of explosions that a terrorist group known as the Mandarin has claimed responsibility for.
There. A quaint military church filled with wives and children, of course.
An absence of forensic proof. After one of these attacks at the TCL Chinese theater leaves Stark's security chief Happy Hogan seriously hurt, and in a coma, Stark boldly issues a broadcast threat to the Mandarin, disclosing his residence in the process. Gunship helicopters are dispatched by the Mandarin to destroy Stark's house. Together with Potts, Hansen, who had come to warn Stark, survives the assault. Following a flight plan from Stark's inquiry into the Mandarin, Jarvis, his artificial intelligence, and Stark flee to a rural area of Tennessee in an experimental new Iron Man suit. The world believes that Stark is dead since his new armor is not fully functional, and is not powerful enough to transport him back to Malibu. With a local boy's assistance, Stark, using the alias Harley,
You happy now?
looks into the remnants of a local explosion that had characteristics of a Mandarin strike even though it had taken place years before any known attacks by the terrorists. He learns that troops who received Extremis treatment and whose bodies violently rebelled against it were the ones who started the bombings. To hide Extremis weaknesses, these explosions were erroneously attributed to a terrorist plot. When Mandarin agents Savin and Brandt attack him, Stark sees it firsthand and ends up killing Brandt and injuring Savin. Meanwhile, with the aid of Hansen, Killian reappears and kidnaps Potts, formerly known as War Machine and now known as the Iron Patriot, has been lured into a trap to steal the Mandarin's armor while American security services continue to look for his whereabouts. The Mandarin is traced by Stark to Miami and uses homemade weaponry to sneak into his offices. He goes inside and learns that the Mandarin is actually an English actor by the name of Trevor Slattery, who is unaware of the activities being taken in his name.
My name's Trevor Slattery.
What are you? What are you, decoy? You're a double, right?
What, not study? Absolutely not. Don't hurt the face, I'm an actor.
After catching Stark, Killian confesses that he used Extremis on Potts in the hopes that Stark would be able to correct Extremis mistakes while working to save her.
Extremis. Just give up. Anything gives up. I have to say...
Killian shoots Hansen to death after she betrays him by threatening to endanger his activities.
This is high-level positions just been vacant.
After making his way out of the situation and rejoining Rhodes, Stark learns that Killian plans to assault President Ellis on board Air Force One using the Iron Patriot armor, which Savin will be in control of. Stark takes down Savin, rescuing the crew and passengers, but is powerless to stop Killian from kidnapping Ellis and bringing down Air Force One, where Ellis will be killed by Killian on live television. The Vice President would then act as Killian's puppet and carry out his directives in return for Extremis curing the infirmity of his little daughter.
You gonna? Yep. What do I do?
Stay on my 6.
While Rhodes pursues the President, Stark is working to save Potts on the platform. To give air assistance, Stark calls upon his remaining Iron Man suits, which Jarvis is in control of remotely. While Stark learns Potts has made it through the Extremis surgery, Rhodes secures the President and transports him to safety. Stark believes she has died since she falls to the platform below before he can intervene and a rig collapses around them. While fighting Killian, Stark finds himself in a tight spot. Killian, who used Hansen's studies on Extremis to treat his own condition and developed that he is shown to be the true Mandarin behind Slattery's cover in an initiative to incorporate wounded veterans of war. Potts steps in and kills Killian to save Stark thanks to her Extremis abilities, which also let her survive her fall. Stark gives Jarvis the order to destroy every Iron Man costume as a sign of his love for Potts. Happy emerges from his coma, and the Vice President and Slattery are taken into custody. Potts' effects of Extremis are controlled with Stark's assistance, and Stark makes a commitment to scale back his life as Iron Man by undergoing surgery to remove the shrapnel close to his heart and dumping his outdated chest arc reactor into the water. He muses that he will always be Iron Man, regardless of technology. Please subscribe for more videos like this, it really motivates us to make more content for you. Leave a comment for any specific movie you want us to do.